Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Once again, guys, I hope you guys having a great Sunday, a blessed Sunday. I'm just going to do a small recap of yesterday's game, Saturday game. Very good games, by the way. And then we have a whole full schedule for this Sunday. So let me start off with the KC and the Houston Texans. As you see, the final score was 27-19. I'm gonna give you some stats in the game, but here are some actual numbers. Passing yards 251 for Kansas City, 227 for the Texans, 84 rushing yards for the Texans, and 124 for the Chiefs. Total yards are 375 and 311. Patrick Mahomes threw for one touchdown, ran for a score as the Chiefs beat the Texans 27-19 to close out almost the number one seed, only one game away. CJ Stroud was 23 for 39 for 244 yards and two touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes was 28 for 41 for 260 yards and one TD. Joe Mixon only had 14 carries for 57 yards. Kareem Hunt had 11 carries for 55 yards and one TD. And unfortunately, Tank Dell, our prayers go out to him. He suffered an injury after scoring that touchdown. 6 receptions, 98 yards, and one TD. Xavier Worthy had 7 receptions and 65 yards and one TD. So that gives the record now of the Kansas City Chiefs as 14-1. One more game, and once again they have the home field advantage. Texans fall to 9-6, which still is on top of their division. So 2 more games remaining, guys, after the season is over, and then we'll look at playoff implication. Now, my next game that was very interesting yesterday, too. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Once again, this is what I was talking about on my podcast. Can Lamar Jackson beat this team? Can he finally jump over that hump? And he did. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens draw even atop the AFC North, beating the first place Steelers 34-17. Russell Wilson was 22 for 33 for 217 yards and 2 TD. Jalen Warren, the running back, had 12 carries, 12 carries, 48 yards. The leading receiver was Calvin Austin III, 4 receptions for 65 yards. But here's the key of this game, and I've noticed it for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They cannot stop the run. They need to work on stopping the run. So we had Lamar Jackson, 15 for 23 for 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had 24 carries for 162 yards. And Zay Flowers, 5 receptions for 100 yards. That's what's your top leaders in the game. So another key victory for the Ravens. Now they're tied. 2 games remaining for both teams. And the 2 games remaining for both teams, which is very interesting, which is going to be their division. It's going to be Baltimore actually plays Houston, and then they go to Cleveland, I think, if I'm quite sure. Then Pittsburgh play Kansas City next week. Another tough opponent. Kansas City win, they clinch. And then the last game of the season for both teams will be Cleveland at Baltimore. And then you have the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you. The wild card teams already in. Those are in the hunt. You got to be careful. These two teams lose 2 games, which is not them. It's actually the other team that's playing above them, which is the Chargers and the Broncos. They could get in. Okay, so, but that was a good game. And once again, those are your statistics. Total yards or passing yards, 198 for the Steelers, 198 for, even though when you see the 198 and the numbers I gave you, it's because when penalties come in, they'll deduct it from, don't ask me why. Rushing the ball, 117 for Steelers, 220 for the Ravens. Total yards, 418 yards and 315 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Great games, guys. This is 2 games on Saturday. And then I'm going to give you a complete wrap-up what's coming up this Sunday. And I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday with your family. There's a lot of good games with implication in it. So that's something that you have to understand that, the team that are fighting in the hunt, anything can happen, guys. The last two games. Of course, we got 3 games left in the season, but 2 were played yesterday, so there's only two games left for them. And then we got the rest of the team that has 3 games starting today in the next 2 weeks. So we have the Browns at the Bengals. At 1 o'clock, we have the Giants at the Falcons. Phoenix Jr., if you see my shorts, I send it out there, makes his first NFL start. Rumors are, and it's actually rumors, it's official, Kirk Cousins will be out as a Falcon quarterback. They are trying to save money under the cap, and I understand that part. His career might be probably in another team. Then you have Lions and Bears, and then you got the Titans at the Colts. That's another one. Colts and Titan, another rivalry game, divisional game. That's a big win for the Colts if they do. If the Titans beat them, the race got tighter at the hunt, the wild card hunt, not the playoffs, but just the wild card hunt. So now you got the next game, Cardinals at Panthers. That's another good key game for the Cardinals if they win. You got Eagles and Commanders. I just posted out that today this morning on my shorts. That's a good NFC battle between them two. Now remember, Eagles are battling for the first seed with a record of 12-2, as Detroit, Eagles, and the Vikings are tied with that record. Then you have the Rams against the Jets, 1 o'clock. Then you got the Vikings at Seattle. That's another good game. Viking at Seattle, another fight. Seattle at first place and the Vikings at 12-2. So that's a must win. Why? Because once again, they're all going for a first seed. Then we have Patriots at Bills, which I think the Bills should probably beat them, but I know it's a divisional game. You know how that happens sometimes. Then wrapping up the schedule for today, we have the Jaguars and the Raiders. 49ers go to the Dolphins. A must win for the Dolphins if you want to continue in the hunt. I know that the possibility they're saying is only 7%, 4%. It happens what happens. This is the NFL. Anything can happen any given day. And then the good game tonight will be the 8:20 p.m. on NBC. It's the Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. So that's another plus for the Buccaneers. If they win, they can wrap up their division, and they only probably a couple games, like 1 game out, but still you have to wrap it up. Then you have Saints and Packers, which the Packers should win this one on Monday night. So that's all I got for you guys this morning, guys. I hope you guys have a blessed day, man. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Please leave your comment. Please, your thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you like the channel, what do you like, what you dislike, I'm okay with it. But anyhow, you guys have a blessed Sunday. And don't forget, once again, look at my shorts. My video shorts are very important. That's where all my information, injury updates, things that happen around the NFL. I try to keep it as much information I could get. Comments and subscribing to the channel, man. It's a good help. I appreciate that. Love you guys. Be safe. Remember, tomorrow is 20. I have my schedule here. Give me a second, because we got Christmas. Christmas Eve is Tuesday, so 23rd. Then we got 24th, Tuesday, Christmas Eve, and then we have Christmas days. Guys, be safe. Okay, stay positive. All right, that's my thing for you guys, man. You want to end up the good year in a positive note. Whatever's happening around your life, around the world, let it go. Okay, the guy up there loves you. Remember, I always say that, man. He has your back. Sometimes there's hard times, there's good times, but the best time is spending with your family. Once again, thank you so much for subscribing. You guys have a blessed day, and see you maybe this afternoon. A busy day again for me today, but if I could wrap up the whole thing, I did finish 2-1 on the 3 games, on the Thursday night game, on these 2 Saturday games. So you guys have a blessed one. Once again, don't forget, stay classy, believe in yourself, and remember, SNJ all the way, guys. Have a blessed one.